Like Nadia.
Where is it?
Sex crimes.
Yeah.
Where is it?
So the tifos are like the mosaic. You see what they pulled out here? This is Dragon Ball Z.
Oh wow.
The guy to the right is the manager who really changed the institutionalized football. Especially, so this entrance, there used to be multiple entrances through the city. This gate is called Bed Market because people who came from the south mainly came through the caravans. They used to set up their tents and they sold their goods here. So people in the city will be stores here inside the market are more of outlet stores. So they sell them for cheaper to the shops, and people buy them here because they're mostly half the price that they ship to the big The best place to buy anything in Morocco is to buy it in the non-touristy areas. Casablanca, as it's not considered the touristy city in Morocco. If you buy something, it's better to buy it here in the Medina of Casablanca than to buy it in Marrakesh, for example, where they have the high cost. They intentionally rise up the prices for people to experience that. Kijk maar dus nou. Maar dus nou.
Hey, what is it, Anastasia? His wife.
Anastasia, his wife?
Yeah.
Landing. You'll see a lot of people like talking to me because mostly they like the people to kind of introduce them to them to buy things from them. But I told them that it's against my policies. So it doesn't tell you to buy anything from you, it's just try to have fun. How much did the original ones cost though?
Like 90 euros?
Like 90 euros, something like that, yeah. The knockoffs here, like they'll go from the old Medina area. It's actually a very small part of what's considered Casablanca. So the area is a place for a population of around 10 to 20,000 people. And that's the old Medina. But Casablanca actually grew from 20,000 people all the way to the biggest city in Morocco now, which is 4 million. So there is the city of Casablanca, and there is the Grand Casablanca, which is like the state area. And that's actually more than 5 million people. That's actually almost. Those were statistics from like 2014, so you might have a lot of building construction sites for Medina too. Part of the renovation plan for the city. So they're trying to renovate a lot of the old city to make it more touristy, like markets and places. It's more of our like church go to the mosque, and it's also where we have the now there are a lot of renovations. People are realizing that there's a lot of stuff that needs to be preserved, a lot of renovations. Used to be the mint here, and not anymore. So this used to be the main square of the old Medina. It's called Place Ahmed Baidawi, and the hotel you see here, this is actually the first hotel that was built here in the old Medina. It's called Hotel Central, or the Central Hotel. Back in the day, the concept of hotel, before the French came, the concept of hotel didn't exist here in Morocco. So people used to come came with the caravans to the markets. So it's where they set up their tents. It's also where they stayed at night. It's where they sold their goods. So it was only when the French came when they started coming and colonizers in Morocco. So for people it was more of an invasion when they fought against them. And they built the wall and they lived outside. But in the beginning it was more of a subtle thing. So the first hotel they built it here. In what used to be the center of the Medina. And as you can see, it's the Art Deco style of it. It's one of the only buildings here inside the Medina that's in the French art. So Casablanca's population before the French came was actually Spain and Morocco. A lot of Spanish people lived in Casablanca. So to give you a tip, to the foreign building, Casablanca is a very small fisherman village. And their main use of economic stuff here inside the city was actually Portuguese. And the Portuguese, they used to really easily see what used to be a big white house, and they used to say that we're going towards Casablanca because it was easily seen from the ships. So that's how the name came from. And what happened later between the Portuguese and Spanish empire is that the Portuguese kind of abandoned the city and left it for the Spanish, because at a certain point in history the Portuguese and Spanish territories or empires merged together. So they became one empire. What used to be a Portuguese empire became a Spanish empire. Or a Spanish territory, Casablanca became Casablanca. From Casablanca to Casablanca. So the Spanish were still here, but what mainly changed the city is the Lisbon earthquake. So a lot of people know Lisbon earthquake as the earthquake that hit in Lisbon, but just because of the name. The earthquake actually hit in the sea, and it destroyed everything around the earthquake, including Casablanca. So it destroyed it in 1755, and it was easy for the Moroccan Sultan, or the king at that time, to push outside the Portuguese or the Spanish people. So one of the things you'll see a lot here inside the old Medina is street arts. So Medina is kind of territory to all football fan clubs. You know the ultras, the guys who always go to the stadium, they're like the hooligans. The tifos. So the tifos are like the mosaic. You see what they pulled out here? This is Dragon Ball Z.
Oh wow.
And they take it down and they put another one.
Oh my god.
So beast mode, and we'll take it down and put it into like super science mode.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's cool. That's
so this
amazing.
is one of the tifos that the people do. So that's one of the reasons why you'll see that. So you'll think they're more like the hooligans stuck in their streets and gang stuff like that, but it's more like the kids actually. They go around the streets and they're like very proud of their team, and they put it like. But whenever there is a big game out, I know there will be a lot of celebration. There will be a tifo. So the big mosaics, we call them tifos. I have to watch this to see what's going to happen. Because they're mostly messages to the other team, or if it's not a message to the other team, it's actually a political message. So that's one of the things. What's the difference between the football, for example, in Morocco and a lot of the other countries. So the team was created here in Casablanca in 1937. So it was actually created in 1936. When the guy who's called Benjelou went to France, watched for the first time the first football World Cup in Europe, and came back with the idea to create a Moroccan team, Moroccan football team. So it was really hard to create during the French occupation because they had the control over all the government. So even though he had the idea in 1936, and the team was created unofficially in 1937, it wasn't official until like 2 years later, 1939.
You got there.
So it took a long
Like a
time.
barbed wire building.
So this white building here inside, you see that it also has balconies in the outside. So it means that it used to be a foreign building. This here used to be the old general, resident general, the French people who visited Lyotte. Tendence is that it turned to, it's a contrasted thing that it became the labor union building. So from the resident general's house to the labor union building. Everywhere. It needs to be, the population needs to be cut down. Because they go in flocks, they go to an area, they stay on top, and the thing is they shit all over it. And the second, so a lot of people expect that to be the oldest mosque. So it's actually one of the newest mosques in Casablanca. So only opened in 1993. So this mosque you see behind you is actually the oldest mosque here in Casablanca. It's called Mosque of the Hamra, or Mosque the Son of the Red, because the guy is from Marrakesh. Marrakesh is the Red City. That's why they call it the Red Mosque. So this mosque was built after the Lisbon earthquake, when the Sultan at that time, Muhammad III, rebuilt it. Also split from the middle, and you see he's wearing a red team jersey. The guy to the right is the manager who really changed to institutionalize football. So he's highly celebrated too. He's well respected.
Oh well, look at bakery.
I will say this is some of the French influence.
Yeah.
See a lot of the. There's this building here too. This used to be the oldest Casablanca before 1940, before the Israeli state got established. During the French occupation, France or Paris fell under the German rules in 1941-1942. So what happened is that the French fortress of Casablanca, the fortress of the old Medina, what happened is that they turned it into a restaurant. So a guy bought it in 2008. So that's why it's still partially open, because it's a historical building too. But the inside part, they opened it and turned it into Moroccan restaurants for traditional food. It's actually the most reviewed restaurant on Google Maps. It is recommended.
Okay. Oh, so it's actually good. It's not.
Yeah, it's actually good. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is that it's halfway there to the touristy places in terms of price, not in terms of quality. So the food is good, but because their customer base is mostly local people, they cannot check out the price.
Non, ils n'aiment pas. Ils n'aiment pas être critiqués, les Marocains. Non, non, non. Alors là, attention.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a good view of the area. You see the mosque from here too?
Oh yeah.
Right over there. You see, so the area where we saw the old. A lot of new buildings do this. That's new. That's just this year. They haven't opened it yet.
So, what is it, like a mosque?
Related to the mosque. Yeah.
Like a fancy new. Do people actually live there?
So there are two types of neighborhoods in Morocco. The regular neighborhood, like that, they're empty. And the popular neighborhoods, which are like people where there are communities, like everybody knows everybody. You'll find the door right outside of the gate.
Oh,
and the boats were
right, the water came like right up.
So this is the mosque, so the water came all the way here. You can see it from the walls too. So this is the mosque itself, so the water came all the way to the walls actually. So everything you see after the walls is actually reclaimed land.
Okay.
From the 40s, 50s, and also during the 70s when they they had drinks here in the Rick's Cafe. They close during the day and they open again at 4 p.m. all the way to 6 p.m. And that time is always the freshest time.
Your other one is
There is a place along the way we can get it.
later.
Yeah, leave it for later. I'll get it. I'm gonna get it all the time.
I might not leave it till later.
ها؟ كل وحدة فيها فرماجة وحدة فيهم اسمها رجاء واسمحي لينا like this.
Oh, it's so fresh. Thank you.
It's still very fresh. Do you want Moses? She said. قالت نادية.
شكرا.
Film camera. I have like four of those. I'm like a collector of vintage stuff.
Yeah. But this is just like a.
I have like an idea.
Oh yeah, that's a camera of this.
This is Casablanca in the 60s.
Yeah.
This is also the royal family, or the kings.
Oh, okay.
So this is the current king, Mohammed VI. It's also the same guy here. And this is his father, Hassan II. This is his grandpa, Muhammad V. That's the hero of the Jews.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And this is Hassan III. This will be the next king.
The next king, okay.
This will be my generation's king. This is another picture of the part of the port. So here they kind of expanded it to make it like a docking station for the boats.
Okay. Yeah. So cool. It really gives the vibe that it's like everyone did the like spring cleaning during the pandemic,
true.
like emptying everything out.
There's all sorts of random stuff. There's Hello Kitty.
Oh yeah.
A briefcase. God knows what's in there. It's money or a bomb.
Very interesting. Sorry.
أنت بخير.